welcome to the 24-Hour Boss Podcast. This is the show where we talk about business, online marketing, and side hustles. You ready to dive into it? Let's talk about it. Why you need email marketing for your business and how you can get started. That's what we talked about with my guest today, Jena Bagley. Jena Bagley is a success coach and advocate manager for Aweber. Aweber is a leading email service provider that provides email marketing software for small businesses. And so I brought my guest on today to talk about email marketing and various topics that relate to email marketing. One of the first questions I had for her was, is email marketing dead? Because there's a lot of conversations in regard to email marketing. Is it necessary? Do I need it for my business? I got social media marketing. Why should I use email marketing? Well, that's what we wanted to talk with Miss Jena about today in today's episode. We had a very great conversation, which I think you will enjoy. So if you're interested in email marketing or if you want to find out more about email marketing, check out this episode. But before we go into this episode, we want to first talk about our sponsor. Our sponsor today is Hill Realty Group. Hill Realty Group is a real estate company that serves the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in Texas. Contact them today for all of your real estate needs. You can find them online at www.hillrealtygroup.net. You can also find them on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at HRG Dallas. Hill Realty Group, making people happy and changing lives. Now let's get into today's episode. Jena Bagley, welcome to the 24-Hour Boss Podcast.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to be here and to talk with you.
Yes, thank you so much. We appreciate it. And yes, let's just go ahead and get right into this because we got a very important subject matter to talk about today. And today we're talking about email marketing. And in particular, I want to talk to Jena about why you need email marketing for your business and how you can get started. And so, first, Jena, I want to say that I've heard conversations online. I've heard different podcasts. I've seen and read on the internet how the conversation of email being dead,
Mm.
and that topic has been tossed around quite a bit. And so I want to talk to you. I want to ask you your thoughts on that because I've heard it before, but I wanted to just get your expert your take on it in regard to email being dead. Is email dead?
I get this question all the time, and I'm here to tell you email is not dead. And here's why. How many times right? You're listening right now. How many times today have you checked your email, right? How many times, Brian?
Oh my goodness. Let's see. And you know what? I got let's see. I got there's Yahoo email, there's Gmail. So I've probably checked it. I would say between those two at least I don't know specifically, but I would say at least more than 7 times, probably in each one of those platforms, I would say.
Right, and you're not alone, like, all of us I know, like, when I wake up, the first thing I do, I check my email.
Mhm.
The last thing I do before I go to bed, I check my email, and I'm neurotic, I check my inbox probably close to 20 times a day, and that's because I know that anything worth reading is gonna be in my email, and, people say email's dead, and
Mhm.
it's just not true because how many times can you check your email? If it was dead, if it wasn't important, we wouldn't go there. And how many times, like, when was the last time you bought something from your email? Like, I do it all the time, right? I get an email, I have a need, it solves my need. I go and I check out right then and there. And so, um, for those two very practical reasons, I do not believe email marketing is dead. What I do believe is that it is a tried and true, efficient way to communicate and reach your audience. And it's a vital part of every business owner's kind of tool belt, right? Is having an email list where you can reach your ideal customer. And so, no, I do not believe email is dead.
Okay. Yes, and that's why I really wanted to dive into that question because, like I said, I've heard the conversations, and I'm sure there may be someone that's listening, who's thinking that, well, I don't really need email. I don't need email marketing and all that, but I wanted to just put that out there, and I'm glad you stated that because, yes, email marketing is not dead. And like you said, I check email tons of times a day. We all do because it's that vital. And you just hit on something really key in regard to business. So in regard to that. So there may be some people that say, well, I got a website. I do have social media marketing. Why should I use email marketing? Why would it be important for me to have email marketing for my business?
Well, here's the thing, and something that makes it so powerful is that the reason I check my email so much is because those are the things that I have opted into receiving. I want those messages. I've given my permission for those people to email me. And so I know for the most part that when I go to my inbox, it's going to be information that I care about, or it's going to be people that I want to hear from. And that's what's so impactful about having an email list is you can reach people who have essentially directly opted in to hear your messaging. And um that's super super important, right? Like we're talking to people who say, "Yes, I care about what you have to say. Yes, I see you as an authority. Yes, I want to learn more about how you can help me." And if you're doing email marketing the right way, it's going to be 100% permission based, meaning someone has to actively say, "Here's my name, here's my email address. I want what you were offering. I want you to pop into my inbox." And you can't say that about many other marketing platforms, right? And even if you have a website, that's great, but it's not enough because imagine this. Someone comes to your website and they like what you have to offer, right? They like your vibe. They have a problem. Maybe their problem hasn't hit the point of like where they need to take action yet. But if you don't have a way to capture their email addresses, that person's potentially gone forever. And that's why you need to have somehow, some way to capture their email address so you as a business owner or brand or entrepreneur can follow up with them again and again and again so that when the timing is right, when they are ready for your solution, that they're going to act.
Wow, that's pretty amazing, pretty powerful. And like you said, you get people that come to your website, and if you don't capture that present, or if you don't capture that activity, there's no way, like you said, to be able to maybe have this person turn into a potential client or potential customer. So that's really key. And so, I guess my next question for you is in regards to emails, like what other types of emails or email forms or pages can you create to capture those clients, or to, I guess, maybe get their attention?
Yeah, and something that I just want to kind of hit on real quick is that most people don't buy the first time they see you or the first time they hear from you. And if you know anything about marketing, and listen, not all business owners do because you didn't go into business to be a marketer. You didn't go into business to send emails, right? That's not your passion. So I don't expect you to know this, but people need to see things over and over and over again usually before they make a purchase. And so they say at least 7 times to make an impression. And if they found your website and they bought on the first time they ever visited, like awesome, great for you, but that doesn't usually happen. And so you need to have a sign up form that is compelling, that has some sort of benefits to them. And a lot of times, like the best way to convert people from your website or your blog um, to your email list is by having a lead magnet. And that's something that incentivizes someone to give up their email address. And that's important because in this day and age, right, we're all so, so protective of our email address that we don't want to just give it out to just anyone, right? And
Hmm.
so sometimes we have to kind of up the ante for people to hand over that email address. And so you want to have something that solves a small problem of theirs that kind of leads to the bigger problem. So a lead magnet or a freebie is a great, great way to capture their email address and get them into what we call like a nurture sequence. And you can do that through a sign up form on your website, or you can create a separate, what we call a landing page. And you can create a landing page that captures emails and that maybe promotes your lead magnet or your incentive. And you might also hear it called like a squeeze page or a sales page, but that is a great way to promote your offering to get people to join your email list.
Yeah, and that's some pretty powerful stuff. And so in a sense, with this email marketing, it's like you're building a relationship. Like you said, I think you said nurturing. It's like you're building a relationship with your clients versus you just just throwing something out there. You actually get to build a relationship through email.
Yeah, absolutely. And so it's like your vibe attracts your tribe, right? So you have something that's going to be super super relevant to your ideal audience. That's who you want to attract. You don't want to just attract anyone, right? Because your business probably solves this very specific problem for a very specific audience. So you want to make sure that you're attracting those people that want to hear from you, that you can serve and help. And then you can use that as really stepping stones to go from point A of them just knowing about you to, points B, C, D, and so on and so forth, to them not only knowing about you, but knowing you as an expert and knowing you as how you can help them solve their biggest challenge or pain point. So um, most people, they buy from people they know, like, and trust. And so your email marketing or your email sequence can take them from not knowing you to doing business with you and then becoming like raving fans.
Wow. Yes, and that's I guess that's exactly why I wanted to have this conversation with you because I know, of course, you're an expert on this, but I think there is a stigma about email, and I think a lot of people are new to email marketing, and they don't understand how powerful it can be. Like you stated, in regards to just through a sign up form you can have on your website. You have a sign up form, they sign up and they get, like you said, they can get a freebie and that draws them in, of course. And then you could also have landing pages, the lead mags, all of those things to attract more clients. And why not use all of these benefits through email marketing to try to serve your clients? Not only that, but to build your clientele. And email marketing, of course, is a way to do that. So, another question in regards to email. So, uh, I have email forms, I have lead magnets. What about sending emails out to my audience? Like what should they contain? Like if I'm trying to send emails out to my audience, what should my emails contain?
Yes, that's another great, great question. And the number one thing that your emails should contain is value, right? It's
Okay.
value. As long as your emails are helpful to your audience, then that's all you really need. And I think a lot of people are intimidated or overwhelmed by the thought of email marketing because, one, they don't understand it. They don't understand the impact that email marketing can have. And I think people who aren't in marketing, right? We talked about this.
Mhm.
Um, they don't wanna market to people. They don't wanna be salesy. They don't wanna come across that way, and for good reason, right? Like, people don't wanna be marketed to, but what people do want, right? They want value. They want something, that's entertaining or informational or educational. They want something that makes their life better in some way. They want the promise of transformation. And, email marketing should almost just be called email relationship building because that is, in its simplest form, the easiest way to think about it. And if you think, hey, I'm here to serve my customer, my clients, my audience, and I can serve them through their inbox, through different valuable content, then it's a lot easier, right? It's almost like a conversation. between two people just done through email. And so if you look at it in that mindset, it becomes a lot easier. It almost becomes intuitive, right? Like, I'm going to start a conversation with one person, but I'm going to do it at scale. That's email marketing. Um, and I'm going to create a relationship and build trust through that. It's the most efficient way to talk to people. You know, except for face to face, right? Which we can't do a lot of at the moment. But
Correct.
if people just wrap their heads around, I am having a conversation with my audience through an email, I think people would be a lot less intimidated and much more willing to, get started.
Right. Okay. And so you said that a person that sends email, that email should contain some value. It should have something of importance, like you said, to nurture that relationship.
Yeah, like when your subscribers get your emails, do you want to know what they're thinking? They're thinking, okay, what's in it for me?
Mhm.
And people want to get emails about them. They don't want to get emails about the other person, right? We're all about like, okay, cool. How does this help me? And so that's why your email should contain things of value, anything really that's helpful to your audience. And helpful could be in the form of a discount. It could be helpful in the way that it saves them time or money. It could be convenient for them. It could teach them something new. It could be a link to a blog. It could be an inspirational post. It's just literally, if it's helpful to your ideal customer, then it's worth putting in an email. And really, anything can be promoted or shared in an email, um, as long as you're keeping your reader and their perspective at the forefront. That should really drive your content strategy. So, personal stories that are relevant to maybe a pain point that they may have. Um, it's really, when you think about it, it's super simple. It's just, you're there to serve your customer or your client, and how can you help them that day? Because they want you to help them. They have a problem, they have a pain point, you have the solution, and you need to just take them from, like I said, point A to point Z, right? Z being them paying you for your products or services. And you do that through building um then like know, like, and trust through super valuable content. And if you could successfully do this through email, then you're set. Basically, you want them to say, wow, if they're giving me all of this value for free, how is my life going to change or be better if I start paying them?
Yeah, that makes too much sense. It makes a lot of sense, and that's why it's it's very important to get email marketing for your business because you can build lasting relationships. Like you said, no one just wants to be marketed to. You know, we don't want to just see buy this, buy that, or where you're just trying to sell that, or you come across that way. So with email marketing, like you said, you can build these relationships. Not only that, nurture these relationships by offering that value, which is very key in business. Great points, great points. And so you talked about what we could send that's good where we're sending value. So what about what would be bad? Like, can you share some bad examples of emails that we shouldn't send to our clients or to our customers?
Yeah, I mean, here's two things that you shouldn't do. You should not just send sales emails, and we kind of talked a little bit on the why a minute ago. And you shouldn't send infrequently. So not so much content, but I see a lot of people who um, they'll collect email subscribers, and I hear this all the time when I'm running different like rooms or seminars, and they'll say, I'm collecting emails for when my newsletter launches. And it's like, okay, well, how long have you been collecting emails, and when does your newsletter actually launch? And they'll say, like, oh, I've been collecting emails for months now, and I'm launching next month. And it's like, whoa, okay. Um,
Wow.
your subscriber, here's like a little pro tip. Your subscriber is going to be the most excited the most engaged when they first join your email list. So if you are collecting subscribers and not emailing them, guess what? By time you do launch, they're already forgotten about you. And so you need to keep people engaged from the get-go. And so the one of the biggest mistakes is not in the type of email they're sending, but in the fact that they're not sending an email at all. And there have been so many times where I've opted into someone's email list. I signed up for their lead magnet or their freebie. And, I told you at the top of this, like how neurotically I checked my email. Well, when
Right.
I sign up for someone's list, like I go straight to my inbox, I refresh, I look for the email, I pull to refresh until that email pops up because I'm excited. I want to get the email. I want to see what they have to say. I want my freebie, right?
Right.
And I can't tell you how many times I've opted in to never get my freebie, but never to get another email again until you guessed it, 6 months. And then it's like, hey, here's an email, buy the thing. And it's like, no, I don't want to buy the thing. I don't know who you are. I don't know why you're emailing me out of the blue. And that's a no-no. Okay. So when you collect email subscribers, you want to make sure, right? We live in an age of instant gratification. Make sure that they get an email from you automatically. You can set that up through your email provider like Aweber. And make sure that you are sending that very first welcome email that sets the tone, lets them know what to expect, lets them know a little bit about you and how you serve them, and give some free value right away. So that's my little soapbox moment. Don't send all sales emails, and make sure you email immediately once they join to kind of capitalize on that excitement.
Wow, those are some very key points that you make. Don't send sales and make sure you're sending those emails out to nurture that audience.
Yeah,
And
now don't
so,
get me wrong, you can sell through your email list, right? That's why we're in business, to
correct.
make money. You can sell through your email list, but it shouldn't always be asking. It should be giving, 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 then asking, because you've already kind of set the groundwork so that when you do ask, they're much much more likely to say, "Yes, I need what you're selling," or "I need your service or product." So just make sure that it's a give, 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 then an ask.
Right. Very, very, very important notes to make there. And so you talk about sending emails where we shouldn't send infrequently. So how often should someone send their emails? Can you send emails too much? Like, is it weekly? Should you send them daily? Or what would you suggest?
Yeah, I mean, I suggest doing whatever you can do on a consistent basis. So, I don't think there's really a magic formula or a one size fits all answer to this, unfortunately. I think it also depends on what industry you're in, what who your audience is, but none of that really matters. Here's what really is the key. Whatever you do, set that expectation up front and your audience will know what's coming. So, if you're going to send every single day, tell them, "Hey, I'm going to drop into your inbox every single day with all of these amazing, tidbits of value, and spell it out. Like, this is what you're going to receive from me." Now, if you tell me that you're going to send me an email every day and then I get an email once a week or once a month, I'm going to say, "Well, you didn't live up to that promise." Um, but just like if you say, "Hey, I'm going to email you once a month," and then you email me every single day, I'm going to be like, "Whoa, that's not what I signed up for." That's
Right.
too much commitment. I signed up for once a month, not daily. So the moral of the story is, whatever you decide, whatever your bandwidth is, whatever content amount you have, that might also dictate your cadence. Whatever you choose, stick to it, let them know, because they're much more likely to be on board if you give them that expectation up front. Now, I think once a week is pretty manageable. Once every other week, I wouldn't go less frequently than once a month, because you want to make sure that you're staying top of mind. That's another huge benefit of email marketing is it allows you to stay top of mind with that person. And that's especially important for repeat clients, repeat customers, and the such. So here's the bottom line. Do what you say you're going to do, and you'll be fine. As long as they have a heads up, they know it's coming. It could even be like, "Hey, I'm going to pop into your inbox, once a day for the next week and then once a week after that." Fine. They know exactly what to expect. They're part of the process. It's a relationship, right?
Hmm.
You're telling them this is what you can expect of me. And then when that email pops in their inbox, they're going to say, "Oh, right, Jenna told me it's going to be every Thursday. She's sending me an email," and they're going to open it because it's predictable.
Wow. Yes, I totally agree with that, and I think that's like you said, you just want to make sure that you don't go beneath or below expectation, or don't go above expectation. So, very good, very good. So, in regards to email service providers, of course, there's plenty of email service providers out there, along with Aweber. So, what do you think in regards to email service providers? What do you think sets Aweber apart from other email marketing service providers?
Wow, there's so many awesome things about Aweber that really sets us apart, but I think the first thing that comes to mind and that really is a differentiator for us is our 24/7 customer solutions. And like, I don't know about you, but when I have, a question, I want it answered right then and there. I want to pick up the phone, I want to call someone, and I want my answer, and I want to hang up. And, like quickest path to get my answer. And so we have that option for people. They can pick up the phone, they can call and get situated right away. We also have chat and email as well. But what's really, important in my mind is that, right, like 24-hour boss, right? We're not working 9 to 5. We're not working traditional hours. We're working all hours of the day, the night, the weekends, right? And if I'm in need of an answer or troubleshooting or support or advice, I want to not wait till Monday morning to get my question answered. I want my answer in real time. And so, wherever you are in the world, whatever day of the week, whatever time of day, there is someone live waiting to help you and to answer your questions. So, that's definitely the thing that, pops in my mind first and foremost. We have an amazing, amazing team. They're all US based. They're all employees. We don't outsource our customer solutions like some of our competitors. And so that's really core to who we are here at Aweber is our support and our education. And we've been around since 1998. We're definitely innovators in the industry. We're known for our leading deliverability. We want to make sure that we get our all of your emails to the inbox and not the spam folder. And we have an entire team of engineers whose sole job is email deliverability. And so that's something that's really really important. We want to make sure your messages are getting seen, to ultimately grow your business. And the last thing I'll mention, again, there's so many awesome reasons, but the last thing I'll mention is that we have free migration services. And so if you are using another platform and you want to give Aweber a try, we will actually move everything over for you for free. And that includes importing your subscribers, rebuilding your sequences, which we call campaigns. We'll also rebuild your landing pages and your sign up forms. So you don't have to skip a beat. You don't have to do any of that heavy lifting. We will do it all for you. So those are just a few things that are top of mind for me as to why Aweber is a great choice.
Wow, that's some sales pitch. I really like that. I can I can attest to the customer support definitely with Aweber. I mean, it's just been since I've signed up, it's just been top notch. But if I do email or if I do send in it, I mean, I get a response very quick. They're
Well,
pretty
it's
amazing.
It's funny that you say that because there are so many companies that make it truly difficult to even find contact information for, and that is just the polar opposite of who we are, and it's something that we talk about in everything that we do, and we literally have a team waiting, waiting on the phones, waiting on chat, waiting on emails to help you, and we, we advertise it, we want you to reach out to us, and so it's just it's so surprising when other companies, make it hard for you to figure out how to even call.
I know. I don't understand that. Why would you make it hard for people to call you? I don't understand it. But like I said, I can attest to that. That people at Aweber, they are very friendly. They seem like they love their jobs, and that's something great because it's kind of I can say it's kind of rare in this day and time that it's like people being kind and nice, or even being able to call somebody on the phone. Most companies, it's just you email them or that. So that's very good. I think that's something that does set you guys apart, and I definitely appreciate it. In regard to Aweber, so like I said, you talked about what sets them apart. So if somebody wanted to sign up for email service, is it hard, or how does a person get started?
Yeah, so it's actually very easy to get started with email marketing, and especially with Aweber. Like I said, if you are already doing email marketing with another platform, it's super easy to come over. We'll do everything for you. Um, but then, I would say you want to focus on a few things. There's a lot that you can do with email marketing. There's a lot of really cool tools and kind of bells and whistles and features, but you don't need to master all of them at once. And as someone getting into email marketing for the first time, I would say definitely focus on getting your sign up form or your landing page, right? That's the way that you're going to capture your email subscribers. You want to make sure you're promoting that everywhere, right? So put it on social, put it on, if you do a YouTube channel, have a way for them to opt in and always talk about it, right? This is another thing I talk with a lot of people about. They're like, I don't want to come off as salesy and I don't want to always be talking about this, but um, if you're not talking about it, guess what? No one else is going to be. And so you need to make sure that you are sharing your landing page or your sign up form with everyone. You could even create a contest, or one that's overlooked for building your list is using third party tools that you already are using every day. So make sure that you connect your Aweber account to all of those tools, like e-commerce tools, productivity tools. If you have a WordPress website, making sure you get the plugin installed. And so that's something that's really important, because you could seamlessly be adding people to your list through those integrations. So
Wow.
make yeah, make sure you have your if you're taking PayPal, if you have an Etsy shop or Shopify, or gosh, Facebook even connects to your Aweber account. There's hundreds of integrations, so make sure that those are connected so they start working for you.
Wow, yes, and that's I mean that's key. And I guess you kind of just answered kind of both of my next questions in regard to after you signing up to Aweber, how do you grow the list? Which you just mentioned that you get your sign up form, you get your leads, you announce it, you talk about it, and you start to grow your list. So in regard to that, I guess what else could someone do to after they're signed up to grow their email list, other than maybe talking about it, or how can they get new subscribers to their email list?
I mean, I think a contest is a really fun outside the box idea in terms of how to grow your list. And you could make it like the winner is going to be announced in your email newsletter, or, um, you have to enter with your email address or something fun like that. And then also sending great content is a really great way to grow your list, because guess what? If your subscribers love it, what are they going to do? they're going to tell their friends. And then their friends are going to want to subscribe. And then, they're going to love it. Then they're going to tell their friends. And so that's a really great way to grow your list. And don't be afraid to ask your subscribers to forward your emails to someone that's going to find it valuable. I feel like a lot of people are really humble and they don't want to ask for referrals, but that's a great, great way to kind of crowdsource your own subscribers and get people that are just like them on your list. And making sure that all of your social is connected to your email. And so, I get a lot of times I'll get, well, what's better, social media or email marketing? And they're both really great and they both work really well together. And so you can drive your social fans and followers into email subscribers. And then guess what? You can drive those email subscribers back to your social or back to your blog or your podcast or your YouTube channel. And so email is a really great vehicle to take people back to ultimately where you want to engage with them. And so don't be afraid to have everything kind of interconnected. Like I kind of picture a spider web, right? Like
Hmm.
where my social takes them to my email list and then my emails take them to my podcast and then the podcast talks about the free course and they sign up for the free course and then they get an email saying, thanks for completing the free course. How about this course where it's a paid course? And then, it's just everything's kind of um connected so that you're driving them to all different places. Maybe you're driving them to your Instagram or Pinterest. So you want to make sure that all of your platforms are working together to kind of build that synergy because not everyone's going to see everything on every platform, right? Because we know algorithms. So you want to make sure that you're using all of your platforms to build each other. So you can build your social from email, you can build your email from social, and so on and so forth.
Wow, excellent, excellent advice. And like you said, they all work. All of those platforms work great together. Email marketing is definitely an addition to increase your marketing ability for your website or for your business, which is awesome. So I definitely would recommend that. Hey, people definitely give email marketing a try because it's important. Like you said, you can nurture these relationships, you can build these relationships through email, and you can continue to build value through your business and through your products, through sales, and through all of these things through email marketing, which is definitely beneficial for every business. So I definitely appreciate your advice and expertise on this. And so I guess my last question for you is in regards to Aweber and you working with Aweber, what is one of your favorite things, or what is your favorite thing that you enjoy doing in your current role at Aweber?
Wow. I mean, I love my job and I do a lot of cool things here. My title is advocate manager and I'm also an email marketing success coach. So kind of two pronged here. Um, Probably the thing I love the most is teaching people about email marketing. And so I do lots of podcasts, I do webinars and workshops and masterminds and all of those things. And my passion is really teaching and serving others. So that really fills my cup by doing that. I do a lot of Clubhouse rooms if anyone's on the Clubhouse app and I talk a lot about relationship building and how to just build that trust with your ideal audience. So I love, love that, love that. But then the second part of my role is I run our referral program. And so I help entrepreneurs and creators bring in an additional, stream of income as well. So that's really fulfilling too because um, everyone loves bringing in additional revenue, and I teach them how to promote email marketing and Aweber.
Wow. Yeah, and who doesn't wanna make, extra income? I mean, in this day and time, I think, you gotta be doing something to try to make extra income. I mean, that's a win-win, even with signing up with Aweber. I mean, you get all of these great solutions, and not only that, you can, become an advocate, and you can earn extra income by promoting Aweber. So why would you not try Aweber? But that is excellent, excellent information. Miss Jenna, I wanna say I appreciate your time today. Definitely enjoyed talking with you in regards to this because this is, like I said, is an important topic. I know it's going to help my audience in regard to their decisions of email marketing. So I want to say I appreciate you for taking the time to talk to us today at 24 Hour Boss.
Yes, and we have a link just for you and your audience. So if you want more information on Aweber and getting started, you can go to 24hourboss.aweber.com. And that's 24hourboss.aweber.com. And definitely check out more information. And I'm sure you'll put that link in the show notes as well.
Definitely. We'll definitely put that in the show notes. And again, I appreciate your time today. Thank you so much. I have enjoyed this session. Maybe we can do it again down the road sometime. And
Yes, I would
so I
love
want to say,
to.
yes, I would love to have you on and we can talk about more and dive into more email marketing. We appreciate you being an avid listener to our show. If you're enjoying our podcast, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You can find our show anywhere you listen to podcasts. We also have a YouTube channel, so please like, share, and subscribe there as well. We thank you in advance.